All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Medalist, Season 1, Episode 13. The season finale.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I wouldn't have even been surprised if the previous episode was the season finale.
Me
It was
neither.
so wholesome and gave that great, wrap up and, looking back on how far we've come.
Right.
But our kids have actually, done the triple-double. All three of them. And
All
so
of
now, grade 6 test. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I just love just talk around the campfire, just being like, I used to hate the person I was, and I just didn't like that person that just wouldn't want to do anything, and then this voice was like, no, let's go. And so I'm just so excited the way that they've helped each other. Sukasa's such a wonderful coach and character, but it just
You're officially not the underdog anymore.
no,
right?
still the underdog in terms of
Compared to Hikaru.
experience. Well, no, in terms of experience, there's a lot of people who are
sure.
just going to be in general, kind of have still 7 more years on her.
Sure.
But yeah, not really much in terms of skating prowess.
Nope.
Your actual proficiency has reached anime protagonist levels for the most part.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, let's go. Let's get those medals.
Let's go. So yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
That's where it started.
Then, just digging for worms.
またリンクに入れてくれるかな。やりたい。スケート滑りたい。あの子本当にミミズ掘ってる。いつもミミズ集めてるよね。出るんじゃない？やばい。スケートのためだもん。何もできないんでしょ？うん。同じクラスの子困ってるって言ってた。
Oh.
Yeah. But that was then.
久しぶりに見たな。あの頃の夢。
Yeah.
驚くと思った。お姉ちゃん。ダメか。
Worth a shot.
ちゃんと眠れた？うん。ぐっすり。でもどうして急に？ちょうどこっちに来るようがあったから。あれって。
Oh my goodness.
お母さん。
Yes.
直してたよ。
Oh.
もっと
Yes.
だって。
Incredible.
私変わった。
Oh, yeah.
お、ゲート始める前と少しは変わったのかな。そうだね。変わったような気もするし、変わってないような気もするけど、前はのんちゃんのこと見てるとね、頑張らなきゃって。
Oh, yes.
私頑張ろうって思うようになったの。
That's confidence. Yeah.
だよね。
She's saying you inspire her.
のんちゃんは今も昔も少しも変わらずずっと頑張ってきたってこと。
Yep.
みんなそのことに気づいたんだよ。今まで通りに頑張っていればいいと思う。みんなちゃんと見てると思うから。
Yeah.
And that's coming from someone who did the skating track and really knows what it's like.
何この猛烈なフローラルな香り。
Like smelling salts.
すみません。
My
朝
gosh.
食準備しなきゃいけないのに。
いいや、このぐらいすぐだし、今日もバイト遅かったんだろう。まあ少し
As always.
これくらい平気ですから。
江戸城と違うところ行くんでしょ。
ああ、そう。教えている子の。
Yes, she does.
マリちゃん。
それって難しいの？
Very.
そうですね。合格すると全日本ノービスという。
確かメイコが以前話してた
Whoa.
幼い子ばかりだね。
Whoa.
みんなすべての時間を捧げて練習し
Yeah.
た数分間この瞬間輝
Just a
くために
couple minutes at most.
ジュニ
I
ア
wonder why that resonates with
狭き
her.
門に向かうために
Oh.
行ってきます。
Oh.
You already have.
All right.
初めてのバッジテストを受けて、ヒカルちゃんと出会ったところ。
Just a year ago.
ちょっと早く来すぎちゃったかな。いのりちゃん。
No way.
Hey!
No way.
Oh!
What a happy coincidence.
やっぱりいのりちゃんだ。なんか来るような気がして。
Oh!
She pinches herself. Oh, this is...
Your hero's here to watch you.
ヒカルちゃん、身長いくつになったの？150だよ。
Wow.
私身長いっぱい
You're both growing. That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
これでやっとヒカルちゃんと戦えるよ
Oh,
待たせてごめん
Oh.
今そっち行くから
you just looked so cool right there, Inori.
会おうねうん全日本でね約束だよ
Oh. Oh.
This dude.
君が僕に勝つってことだよ。夢を語る前に俺たちは何度も確認する。夢にたどり着くまでに歩んだ道のりから本当に歩んでいけるのか。
What does that have to do?
最初に道を作ったものの偉大さを、
And go further.
前に進んで道を作った者たちの勇気を。
Right, but that's your privilege. You just
Yeah.
just radiate it and go. Like,
あなたが否定したいのりさんと一緒に。
おはようございます
おはよう。もう一度確認しておくよ。まずエレメンツ。ダブルアクセルを単独で飛ぶテスト。ショートプログラムのテスト。その後着替えてからフリースケーティングのテストだ。確実にこなしていこう。
yikes, though. The way it's so like definitively segmented, you could just be out on failing one of them.
Yeah.
ディオさんも今日受けるんだね。
せっかくなら大会前にって
Why not? Jeez.
Thank you so much. I'm eternally grateful.
He immediately dropped the lower than the bow. Oh. And he gets lower. Ah!
You did.
初めてバッジテストを受けた時に先生が
Yeah.
Right.
今日は震えてない
No, you're not. You're ready.
Ah, I'm so proud.
go!
I'm so proud. Oh, that's so clean. Oh, hell yeah. They saved the 2D just for the finale.
降りられた
Don't try and read it. They're just...
OK ですお疲れ様でした
yeah, yeah.
私よりぐったりしてる
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Because he actually sees what's happening and he can quantify it in his head. So he's
Right.
counting probably...
次はショートプログラム
Okay.
Right, this is where in a lot of ways his coaching gets specific. Okay, now we're back to 3D. I get
Yeah.
Okay. There's too much to hope, I guess.
Yeah. Just so much going on.
It's still fine, yeah. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Looks nice and clean. Standard for what you've done thus far.
よし、転倒なし。練習を思い出して落ち着いていこう。
Okay.
That was a odd editing.
Yeah, yeah, that was very abrupt.
Sudden. Yeah.
It's just, she
like-
did it, no falls.
6回目のテスト
On the
Yeah.
sixth test, yeah.
本当に多彩でも
Hey, no, yeah, don't think about that. Yep, yep. Ooh, 2D for this.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa.
逆になんでリオさんはそんな悲観的なの？
最高のポジションでこの程度俺は全部あるからそれが俺なんです
And the song.
同じ立場でも悲観的にならないって言えますか
スタートが遅くても実力を伸ばすことを諦めなかった
Yeah.
Hmm.
本当にすごいことを成し遂げた選手なんだよ
Alright.
Alright, let's
Here
do
it
it.
comes. Here we go.
Yeah!
Nice and clean. Oh, and the double. Perfect.
Look at that smile.
Oh, and the dad's like, right. Because he didn't cry about the jump being successful. It was when his son smiled.
Right. Well, and he knows how hard he's been trying at this, both because
Yeah.
he's a dad and because he's done it before.
いのりさんもリオさんも合格できた。
Ooh. Okay.
All right,
okay.
let's see if Mittens can do it.
名前のアナウンスも大きな拍手もない。祈っているコーチと親御さんたち。演技に目を光らせている審査員。緊張するシチュエーションだ。
Yeah, just the eerie, quiet. I was going to say, yeah. It's
いのりさん、
It's just you.
そろそろ準備に入ろうか。
Yeah.
you're in the hole probably, you know. Okay. Oh, mom, yeah.
少し緊張してる
A little, yeah.
でも平気
I'm glad Mom's here. Like, not just observing, because of course, but here.
スケートやってもいいよって言ってくれて、私今好きなことがあるよって言える、上手にできることがあるよって言える。
Dang.
私は
Yeah.
恥ずかしくない。
All right.
ありがとう。祈りが本当は強い。
いのりさんいる
Always.
覚えてますか？一番最初に私が先生の前で滑った時の先生が結んでくれたんです。
Yeah.
嫌いな自分と大好きなスケートと、
Uh.
このままじゃ嫌だとか、
Oh.
バラバラだった気持ちを結んでくれたんです。一つにしてくれたんです。
Oh.
大丈夫。
Alright. Yeah, she doesn't need it.
振り出しに
Right.
戻ることなんて
She's calming his nerves.
Yep.
積み重ねたものに自信を持って
Yeah.
Okay.
This'll be a cinch.
I feel like we don't even need to see it now.
Yep.
最初にダブルアクセル6つのジャンプと3つのスピン1つでも失敗したら不合格大丈夫
Oh, such a lovely detail.
大丈夫
大丈夫。
The rest is cheddar. Here we go.
一つずつ一つずつ
The confidence as
Oh.
she does it. Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't even need
just
to
the
hear the
music
skating
now.
anymore. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
さよなら。
Yeah, goodbye.
Old me.
Uh-huh.
It's like a
Uh-huh.
it's like a celebration recap episode almost.
Yeah.
忘れないよ。
Uh-huh.
That you helped me.
It's
Yeah.
because of you.
こうして今
Uh-huh.
出てる。
Holy shit. She might as well be flying.
諦めないで。
She says as she almost looks at the camera.
Uh-huh.
だから信じて。
Mm-hmm.
あなたのその思いは、あなたのその大好きは間違ってないから。
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, one more just for good measure. The song's still going. Wow.
Medalist indeed.
ありがとう。
Ah. She got applause.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. It's yeah. It just tear just
full waterworks.
yeah. Oh, okay.
これより合否の発表をします。6級フリースケーティング受験者の皆さんは集まってください。では発表します。秋山かなさん、合格です。踏切がしっかり改善され。
Oh, they even give commentary too.
Okay. Even with how wonderfully she did,
Yeah, chill.
she's still
You got
anxious.
this.
になる必要ない。
Yeah.
大丈夫。よかったよ、あんた。
Yeah, you're gonna pass.
ありがとう。
鬼鳥リオさん、合格です。
Yes! Let's go!
ことのわかる丁寧なスケートでした。
Precise. That's cool. That is actually, is Tsukasa's.
幅がありしっかり音を拾って演技ができてました合格です
Yeah. Let's go. I mean, we knew it. We knew it. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. What do we got?
手が届かない自分にはないセンスと
Yeah.
そんな氷の上の世界に全てをかけ
Mm-hmm. Oh, these will be the outfits. Yeah.
Okay.
始まる
The title of gold medalist.
自分の光が一番輝いていると証明するために
Yeah.
That was
All right.
beautiful.
That was fantastic.
Incredible.
Oh.
My heart is full.
Oh.
My soul is nourished.
Yeah.
Like
We've eaten good food.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Having Inori just get to celebrate and then also say farewell
Yep.
to who she was yesterday,
Right.
but also just acknowledge the gratitude she has for that person,
Yep.
to be willing to listen to the voice inside of her that wanted to keep going, that didn't want to give up. And then also just to be able to have this passion and hold on to it. Because sometimes, man,
Oh, yeah.
man, like you have a passion and it just dies. It just does not,
Well-
it does not carry it there. So you need to acknowledge that person who went through the struggle
Right.
to not just hold
to
on
do
to
it badly and to,
Yeah, but also at
yeah.
sometimes dropped it and then picked it
Yep.
back up. It's just
And the thing is,
so powerful.
The thing is, that shit's timeless.
Oh, yeah,
the
it is
fact,
timeless.
The fact that we get to see it through a protagonist that's so young is encouraging because that means it can literally start whenever, right? Like there is never a point in which it's like, oh no,
Right.
you're just a kid, right? So don't try and think about that now or whatever.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
also, it's never too late, right? Like because even after doing that beautiful performance, right, Inori was still nervous when they were about to call the results, right?
Right.
Because even though she is not the person that she used to be, you can't get rid of insecurities, right? There will always be some insecurities. There will always be those little things that stick around, basically, even when you are doing objectively incredible, right? And so I feel like that's something that is so important because, yes, we see it from, someone who's young, and it's like, yes, that totally makes sense. But, in a lot of ways, or maybe I'll just speak for me personally, I still deal with a lot of that shit now, right?
Yeah.
Even though there might be the logical part of my brain that's like, no, I don't need to worry about that. Or most of the time I don't have to worry about it, right? But you still never know when it's going to crop back up. And so you need people around you to, give you that elbow bump and be like, hey, you're doing great, right? Or you can be like, okay, yeah, right. Wash it off, forget it. But,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Insecurity is something that's hard to get rid of, but it's something that kind of points, in a lot of ways, a point towards what you desire. If you're insecure about something, it's because you desire it in some small measure.
Yep.
Thus, if you're passionate, your desire is going to be very obvious, and thus
Yep.
It can be easy to slip back into insecurity. Having passion, though, that basically points you kind of inward and makes you able to kind of see the passage of time and realize the points in which people were not just instrumental and really helpful in giving fuel to your rocket, but also basically helped give structure to some of it as well. There's something so powerful about having a mentor or a support kind of structure group or what have you of people in that regard. But so much of this show speaks to me because of Inori changing the way that she talks to herself and thinks about herself. I don't believe that's something that you have to battle with forever. I think that is the point of this show, is that you basically have to have had the point where you go through that and you realize, I cannot stand the person that I am right now.
Right.
The person that I am right now talks shit about myself more even than those people on the playground does. The person that I am right now absolutely cannot stand my lack of motion, cannot stand what I'm doing right now. That frustration is so powerful because it gets you moving.
Yep.
And then if you end up criticizing or putting down the amount of motion that you get after that, you might not go anywhere.
Right.
But that's when the other people come in to basically help give you lift, to help basically help you beat gravity after that initial jump. So having Inori get to see that and get to acknowledge that and get to then just dance it all off on the ice was just powerful. And it just felt so good.
And I really love the choice to have there not even be any sound of like her skating on the ice
after a certain point.
And it's just the song because
right, for the free skating specifically.
It draws attention to the fact, that like the things that she's saying and the music and all that stuff, but it's the no. There is truly no resistance. Like even something like ice, right? The fact that you hear that, right? Like it's the we've done something to get it to the point where there's almost no resistance, right? You're just moving around and and so if you're able to, have balance and all that stuff, great. It can be this beautiful, seemingly effortless thing. But just to really show what this means to Inori, not even that. Nah. She might as well be dancing on air.
Right. There's something to be said, and this is intrinsic in all sports, performing arts or what have you, is that you usually see people doing something that looks like it takes no effort, means that they spent, times 100x or 1000x hours for whatever the performance is to make that look that effortless.
Right.
And so the idea that, yes, we get some form of presentation with that within the actual anime is a very fun, subtle way to point at that, in that she's doing it right now in such a way that when she has her little moment of insecurity after the actual performance and they're about to get graded, Ryo's like, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You made it look effortless.
Right.
Like you did it in such a way that you're going to pass.
You were great.
Like, I know what is necessary to pass here. I've done this 5 times before today.
Right.
And I did not pass. So, that's really cool. I also like that he was clearly doing it while not as nervous himself. Like, you could tell that he was very much like, this is just a matter of fact. I did it my 6th thing.
Yeah.
I can tell I'm definitely improving. I don't know how much.
I can tell what the things were that made me fail it the first 5 times. And,
but he probably can't in the moment see whether or not he crossed the threshold here. He's just doing this because in a lot of ways it probably helps center him a little bit too, to be like, hey, chill. You did probably better than me, even a little bit. So,
and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pass.
I'm pretty sure I've got a chance at passing here. So you definitely have a chance at passing.
You see someone who was excellent, see them having insecurities, and it's that reminder of like, the insecurities do not have to have any basis in reality. Like the fact.
But they also have no value, like either. You can you can immediately be like, no, like that's.
Yeah. But that was wonderful. I loved the dad coming up and bowing so profusely to Tsukasa, and Tsukasa being like, hang on, yeah, so silver Olympic medalist, thank you, sir. And I didn't trying to just be like, I didn't do anything, but no, of course that dad is ecstatic. Of course he's so grateful. Yeah.
In sports environments specifically, I do like the way in which anime makes such a point of showing that everyone is so willing to show humble gratitude. And I think that that's something that's very culturally beautiful, especially in sports, because of how much gets passed along from mentor to student and vice versa. There was a line though in the beginning though that I kind of got a little bit what does that have to do with anything kind of moment here, and I'm kind of curious what your thoughts were on it. There was a moment where Tsukasa basically starts bringing up the, I don't know if it's a it's him contemplating the stuff with Hikaru's
With Jun.
Jun. Yeah. Have we lost sight of the paths our predecessors walked in pursuit of their dreams? Oh, no. Here we go. The first place is, before we speak of our dreams, we question ourselves time and time again. Right. Yeah. So, before we bring our dreams out into reality and we actually boldly proclaim them, we absolutely are riddled with insecurity, and thus we question ourselves.
Right.
Have we lost sight of the paths our predecessors walked in pursuit of their dreams? Meaning those that went before us that have already succeeded and done basically what they set out to do. Did we forget basically that they went through a similar path? Is that what he's basically saying?
Potentially that. I think
because then he says, can we even walk the same road they once did?
Right.
That feels more rhetorical, where it's like...
Here's a slightly different spin on the previous line that I think makes the next line make sense.
Okay.
Is that it's not the have we lost sight, like forgotten or something. It's the, were we truly able to follow the exact path that they did? If we're trying to basically follow in someone's footsteps, you have the people that are the trailblazers that show that something is possible. And so we're like, okay, I want to do this thing that was the end goal they achieved.
Sure.
This is my understanding of how they did it, and so I'm going to follow in that. You don't know for sure that you are truly following exactly. You're doing your best attempt at following. And so the results, the goals, and the things like that...
Because you can only see the external.
Correct.
I see.
And so that is the feedback and the saying, you did it. Good job. You followed in the footsteps, right?
Right.
And so, but also... can we even truly ever walk the same exact path?
Well, but that's irrelevant. Like, what's the point in trying to walk the exact same path? You can't. I get the point, but the idea is that the predecessors are there to show you what's possible. They blaze the trail, which is also it's a bit of hero worship to say that they necessarily blazed the trail, because they also had predecessors.
No, yeah, they just took it that iteration further.
Yeah, it's all iterative. So so it's just something that I've got a little bit of issue with this, like, almost hero worship side of this, which is like, those that did the thing before us are like at what point does it, like, isn't everyone by definition, if they actually go and advance beyond, like, in a direction, like, aren't they by definition some level of a trailblazer? Like,
because
you can only know a trailblazer through history, like...
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, there would absolutely be the people that trailblazed more than others, right? Because they get to the end of the trail and they do 4 steps instead of 1.
Right.
That's, you could even say that the people that don't even advance the trail are still kind of trailblazers, not in the traditional literal sense of the word, but in the, you need multiple people to walk a trail for it to actually truly become a trail, right? Like, of course the first time is going to be the roughest, but,
Right. It's just something that, like, to me, it elevates too much the past in a way that doesn't make sense to me culturally. This is the entire modus operandi of human beings. It's kind of the... here's a way to decide. It feels to me like a form of false pride to basically say, like, this person was a true trailblazer here, or me, I'm not that because I'm not where I'm at right now. It's not. Like, you can't judge that until history judges you, basically.
Yeah. So why bother with it? And, and it does feel a bit bootstrappy.
Yes.
With the people who you don't actually know what their journey was.
Right.
Which hey, on some level, I could see the benefit of that, of being like, kind of like with the, can we even walk the same path they did?
Right.
We don't know exactly what it is anyways. So we just do the best we can, and there will be different ways that we walk the path. Hopefully we can get to the same spot, right? And there will be the missteps and the things and all that stuff. Rio, you don't have to do the full sweep whatever thing that Jun did.
Right.
You don't have to do that.
Right. I guess another way to bring it up is specifically in the sport context, I feel like it lands less to me.
Okay.
I feel like in concepts like science, for instance, it makes way more sense because then you're literally discovering something.
Sure.
But in
unless you're talking like first 4-minute mile or whatever,
No, totally.
Yeah.
But but again, that's iterative.
Right, yeah.
Does the 3-minute 59-second mile not become a trailblazer? So what I'm getting at here is basically that when you're doing a sport, you by definition are going to have or need mentors or inspirations or people to look at to model after. There is almost never the true, raw, I blazed my own trail in the world of sports. Like
even June also had probably some cracked teacher.
Yes, exactly.
You know? Like,
and to me, it feels like hero worship and elevating these people as if they're anything more than just human. To basically say like they had such sheer courage to to venture out and pave their own way in the world. It's like
and it's
they're
not
doing a sport that other people have done.
They did have courage.
Yeah.
And so do the other people that do it. It's just, you know, they ended up getting farther than other people.
Right.
And so, yeah, maybe they had a little bit more of some kind of sauce somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, I feel like this is just something where there's an element of this line of thinking from Tsukasa where it somehow brings an individualistic approach into things and also doesn't. It kind of diminishes the individual. Like it's both elevating
a different individual,
but then also like, but me, I am just that. Like I don't know. It's something where if I feel like when sports and people who are trying to draw like inspiration for other people kind of come into this here, you at some point just eat humility. Like you just have to accept like you're not all that. And so this is kind of like to me a form of that where it's the wow, thank you those that basically came before. And I think that's the point of this is that this is what Inori does later is basically she thanks herself and also those that have basically helped her along the way to get to this point. But to me, it's instead of it being more gratitude, it almost kind of like it makes some equivocations that just feel a little bit too elevating towards the past.
Mind if I take a personal exploration with it? So, and this is going to be in the context of like fencing, right? Since that's what I know. Being a fencing master, if it takes you 30 years to get to that point, holy shit, fantastic. Is there going to be some level of personal talent that makes you able to do all the stuff at that level? Sure.
Maybe.
A lot of it will also just be, hey, you stayed in one location for the 30 years or whatever where you were able to actually learn from another master.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
If someone else is working on it really hard, they get to the point where they're doing it, 20 years or something, right? They're on their own journey, and maybe they don't quite get to that point.
Sure.
That does not diminish the inputs that they were putting in along the way necessarily.
Right.
They just didn't quite get there.
Yeah.
That does mean that, damn, it's really impressive for the person who did put in the 30 years.
Yes.
Right? Like
yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Way to fucking go.
Right.
That doesn't mean that it has to be something that's fundamentally impossible for other people to do, right? But it's that, every time you get the person who goes even close to the end of the current trail, right? That is incredible. That is a thing to absolutely applaud and celebrate and then strive after, right? And try and follow in those footsteps. Even though, back to the other stuff that I mentioned, like your footsteps will be different, all that stuff. Who can say how far you'll get? You'll see at the end, right? You progress at the rate that you progress.
Yeah, and that's where I feel like this gets a little poetic and a little bit to me it feels like I would love to know at some point what measure of sport, basically, regardless of whatever it is, did the mangaka of this actually do? Because to me, this doesn't feel like the kind of mindset that someone who actually did sports would have. Maybe because it's an open-ended question,
I think
it's something that's less meant to be taken specifically. This is just the mangaka, aka Tsukasa's kind of ponderings about this, and also because it's open-ended, there's a few different ways to answer the question. But it's
I would sum it up as effectively being an exploration of the insecurities surrounding disciplined continual pursuit of a goal, right?
Sure.
Where it's you're going, like, all of that questioning and insecurity is going to be there. Mm-hmm. And you just have to trust it and not worry about whether you're following the exact same path. And then you'll see, eventually you'll just see one way or the other. And so it's kind of the teeing up the stuff that Inori brings up as she's thinking about as she's doing her performance, right?
Right. Yeah, because it is a progression from, hey, this is something where at one point my own inner thoughts were my worst enemy. Mm-hmm. But did I not realize that every single one who came before me in this had their own struggle basically with this?
Yeah.
I don't like just this question of can we even walk the same road they once did. This is just a dumb question in my opinion. I think that there's interpretations of it that work, but the best one to me is that do we basically not realize what they also went through? It's just a repetition of the same question before, but just in a word choice phrasing that it doesn't vibe with me. But then after that, this is the thing of, yes, but then we realize what incredible skill and proficiency and output they gave. Were like humbled and realizing, oh my gosh, that must have been so hard. The idea to actually continually push and push and push and never give up, rather than, again, the poetic phrasing of it that, again, it feels off
pave
to
their
me.
own way in the world, when it's like... Yeah, but that's the thing that they do at the end. When they've gotten to the end, like, that's the thing that they do.
That's nothing to do with the struggle that you were literally just talking about.
That's not the first 90%.
Right. Again, it's this weird thing where I feel like this is individualistic, but also not in a way that it's saying neither. And
I imagine even though this is
like saying,
even though this definitely feels like the pontifications and musings of the series creator.
Yeah.
Right. This also is, it doesn't feel definitive. It feels like an exploration of something that they don't fully understand, in the same way that Tsukasa doesn't fully understand it. He has not gone the Jun path. He is not the crazy pedigreed teacher and all that stuff, right?
But he has gone through a struggle.
But he has gone through a struggle.
Modeled off everything.
Exactly.
In a lot of ways, no. He's actually the most normal, I would say, average sports person in this story.
Sure.
Because he just picked up a passion and just decided to run with it.
Right.
He was never actually, like, in some crazy cracked, like, talent related thing. He just did the hard work element.
Oh, totally.
And he got the dance level to showcase the in some ways, and rather than his looking like it's easy, he makes what his work is beautiful. He makes it look aesthetic, and that's because he's spent so much time intentionally honing his practice craft and even his body to do that. So then we end up seeing Inori kind of have her moment of like, okay, hey, I was a scatterbrain. I was all over the place. I did not have focus. What you had, Tsukasa, was this dogged focus and this unrelenting positivity. And you offered that up to me and gave me structure. You gave me the casing for my rocket fuel to basically go inside of. And so now I'm ready. I'll take that.
It'll be
ignite.
okay.
It'll be okay. I'm not going to blow up and crash and burn. I'm ready.
Don't you worry. I'll be fine.
Yeah, and so having this moment of her kind of realizing that it's not even really about predecessors and having this, oh man, like, can I even walk the same? No, just look at the path that you walked on, acknowledge it, give gratitude, and keep walking. Like,
stop thinking about it. You'll frack it up. You know?
Right. That to me was what Tsukasa's. I would love to have someone translate it in a way that feels a little bit more open to what, like, because I feel like my brain's already closed off in some ways to even like probably what the correct interpretation of it is. But I feel like I just need to look at Inori's performance and I get a far better version of what he was pontificating.
Yes.
Like, it's literally just shown to us.
Yeah. No,
once you put words to it, you...
One is teeing up the other. The quality of what we get from Inori, I would definitely say in the narrative is for sure the highlight of the episode.
Absolutely.
Not just because of the presentation and all of that goodness, but maybe because of the simplicity of Inori's struggle.
Yeah.
There's able to be a more profound nature to the things that you have to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas once you get more into the complicated weeds of things, then it's a bit muddier, you know?
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
But-
I'm so happy to have Inori basically thank and say farewell to herself. And we said this at the beginning of the discussion, but it's such a powerful thing to be able to do that.
Yes.
Because that maybe is the one way you could interpret this as a setting your own path. Is basically that at some point in your life you make a decision that you follow up on and you continue building on that decision for a very long time. But a lot of our decisions are just little micro adjustments. You're still going the same direction. You're not actually pivoting in any kind of strong, consistent way.
Yeah.
So this was a decision that led to an entire pivot of her life. It's not some like unpaved road with nothing there. There's a goddamn Tsukasa waiting ahead of you right there. Yeah. And so she did all this in a year because this is a well-paved road.
Ooh.
This is a very, very, very well-established road of things. But you looked at the distance, Inori. You had people saying, but you started without any momentum. So this is going to take you a long time. Obviously, we're watching an anime, so it's not going to take her a long time.
You should be a grade 4 by now, or, you know, all that bullshit. Yeah.
But she's here in a year. We've gone to painstaking details to show the amount of things that she's good at versus struggles with. And so here, being something where it makes sense to me with very little ice skating experience that she got to this point.
Right.
The fact that she got here this quickly is
incredible.
This is the fiction. It's the story. It's the joy of it.
And I imagine because ice skating is a very young sport with not how long it's been around, but like the people that perform at the highest level are very young. This, while it is incredible and phenomenal that Inori did this, the track that people go on, they go on very fast as far as their life as a whole. Right? Like,
sure.
Like, because even if they start at 5, okay, cool. So in 12 years, they become world class.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, or they get funneled out.
Right, exactly. You know, but like, that's kind of ridiculous if you think about it.
Yeah. But wow, what a finale. What a way to also like build off of all the momentum this season and kind of show it back to us. And also give us a 2D performance for Rio?
Yeah, I like it because I feel like
why does Rio get that?
Well, so I think a few reasons. One, they did not show as much detail with regards to his actual performance.
Well, that's probably because it was 2D though.
Well,
Isn't
right,
that
yeah,
cyclical?
exactly.
Like,
no, yes, but like his performance isn't as important, even though it is important, and so. It's more like I feel like for him it's more up here in that what is the response in the face because he's been struggling with this for so long. We don't need to see the fact that he can do all of this stuff beautifully because we know he's going to.
We just wanted to see that smile.
It was just that last bit, you know, that he was struggling with.
That's good.
So,
no, yeah,
you know,
like
and
that.
so it makes sense for it to be 2D because you don't need to show all the dynamic, crazy motion, you know, things like that. Like, you know, it's probably technically much simpler than the things that we would want from a 2D performance for Inori. You know.
I mean, I just want a 2D performance from Inori.
Oh yeah, no, I feel you.
I was just like, oh, what, really?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer. Okay,
Yeah.
But hey, that moment when the dad basically just like starts tears welling up, and just the fist pump and everything. That was
the fact
amazing.
that this episode had so many moments and so much of the episode as far as runtime, I was just in tears. Like
it's so good.
It was beautiful.
And we get season 2 immediately.
We get season 2.
Wait at all.
We can go into season 2.
Right now.
Yes.
All right, y'all. But thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.